Hello guys, so in this video and the next video we will see all the editing options we have for our features. And the modify, it gives you the ability to edit the existing features you have with you. So once I clicked modify, you see that we have the modify window open for us, and there's so many different options to use to modify your features. But before you modify your features, you just need to select which feature you want to modify. So we will check modify polygon and modify lines and modify points. So we will start by editing polygons, and we will go through all the options here and see what options we can use for the polygon. So let's zoom in here a little bit, and in order to edit you need to go to the edit menu and you select modify and you select the feature you want to edit. So we are going to select this feature right here, and after we select this feature you will see that you have tools here and you have the same tools right here, but here it gives you an easy access for these tools, and you can also customize what options you have right here by clicking here, and you have the same options you have right here, but here you can say customize or add any extra tools or switch to gallery size, which will make your icons smaller and you can navigate between your icons. So the same icons here we have here, it's exactly the same one here. You can access it from here or from here. So let's switch back again to the other gallery size, and as you see you have three different sizes. You have medium, you have small, you have large. So we will keep it as default and we will focus to use our tools from here. And here you have all the tools, and also here you have my tools, and here it shows you the favorites where you can have easy access to your favorite tools. If you are using a specific tool, you can put it right here through customize and you will be able to access it easily. So let's go back to all tools, and because we have this selected we will choose move, and once you select move you will have the ability to move this feature, so you can move it anywhere you want. And here you have the rotate, so you can, once you select rotate, you will be able to rotate your features. The same thing happened for the lines and the polygons. And here you have scale. Once you click scale you can change the size or your polygon however you want. And as you see here, it shows you which feature you are selecting, and it shows you the attribute of the city name. So this is the move, rotate and scale. Here at the bottom also you have the same options, move, rotate and scale. So again you have the same options here or on the top or on the right side. You can access it from here or here or here. Also you can click on the settings one here and you can configure your toolbar however you want. You want to put it on the side here, or you want it to put it on the side here, or you want to put it on the bottom. You can do that through the settings right here. So right now, in order to apply the changes you did, you can click anywhere, or if we select this one and let's say right now we have the scale, you can say here finish sketch and it will apply your changes, or you can cancel your edits and it will cancel from here. If you want to discard your edits, you can click Ctrl Z on your keyboard. As you see here, everything returned back to normal. Or if you want to apply it again, you click Ctrl Y on your keyboard to apply it again. If you want to save your edits, you click on save, and always keep in mind to click save when you do a lot of edits. And if you want to cancel all the edits, you say discard, and it will make sure that you want to discard all the edits. You will say yes, and it will cancel the edits before saving it. So that's how you can move, scale, rotate, how can you apply the savings, how you can cancel it, how you can do and undo your edits. So let's check what other options we have for modify. Here annotation, you can apply it for annotations, and we have a separate video for annotations. And transform here is used to transform the polygon, very similar to georeferencing but for features. So let's see how that works. Let's select this polygon right here and you select transform, and as you see here you have options to add new links similar to the control points in the georeferencing. So here you can click add new links, and once you click add new links you will see that you have options here to add your links, and the links you added by click somewhere on the polygon and say I want to move it right here, and maybe this one I want to move it right here, and this one right here. And after you add your links, you click on transform, and you will see that the polygon will transform and change the shape based on your links, very similar to georeferencing in the raster data, but this is for features. So we will click Ctrl Z to go back to where we was, and you can also click the select tool and select your links that you created, and you click delete on the keyboard, or you can click delete right here to remove it if you want to remove the links you created. So that's how you can do transform. So now we have the next option here is align features, and let me show you what align features does. So what align feature does is it align the edges of a polygon or a line to another one. So for example, here we have the same exact boundary. Let's say for example we have a problem here that we have an edge here. So let's choose edit vertices, and edit vertices will allow you to edit any vertices for this line. So as you see here, now we have these vertices, the green ones. You can click on it and move it anywhere to change the shape of your polygon, or you can click on this one and move it as you see right now. And that will change the entire path of the line along this specific vertices. So let's click escape to cancel this and click edit vertices again. So let's say right now we have a gap right here that looks like that, and we want to close this gap. So we will go to align features, make sure you select the feature you want to align, and when you click align features you will have the option to draw the alignment path, and the alignment path you just define where is the area where you want the selected polygon to snap to or like align itself to. So here we are selecting this polygon on the bottom and we want to align it to the one on the top, so we are drawing this line using this tool, and you can change the way you draw your alignment path to draw a straight line or to draw an angled line or to use trace, which is the one we are using right now, and this is the one chosen by default. So once we click here we can trace, automatically it snaps to the edges of any other features close to it. So once we come to here we will double click, and now we have our path where our polygon will align to, and here you define the buffer, and the buffer will take any other features close to this buffer or inside this buffer and align it to the line you draw. So let's make this buffer a little bit less, like 300, maybe also like 200. So now we are sure that our polygon or the edges of the polygon we want to align to the other features inside this buffer. Here you can change other options like the method, if you want to fit the shape to the path or preserve shapes outside of alignment area, and you can try the different options and see how it will work with you, or you can change how the edge of the line looks like or how the side of the polygons will look like. So here we will just click align, and as you will see right now, you will see that the polygon aligned itself back automatically, and now we have the same edges between both polygons and we don't have any more gaps. So that's how you can use align features. It works with polygons and lines as well. The next option here we have move to, and move to is like moving, but you move it to a certain X and Y or certain position, or you can actually use direction and distance. I want to move it to the north and I want to move it to 250 feet, and then you say move to, you will see that it will move to the northeast. As you see here, that's the northeast, 250 feet. So you can change it to any direction you want and define the distance to move your polygon. So this is more accurate way to move your polygons or your features, points, lines, polygons based on a certain distance, direction, or you can move it entirely to another X and Y. So if you have some accurate information or some accurate data that you need to move your features to, you can use move to move it anywhere you want. So let's press Ctrl Z to return it back and go back here. Here we have edit vertices as we saw earlier. You can select any feature and click edit vertices, and it will show you all the vertices on this feature. So for example, if we select this freeway right here and we click edit vertices, you will see that between each straight line you will see that you have the vertices here, and you can move it, you can click on it and you can move it however you want. So we can click like that, and here you have the options how you want to select your vertices. So for example, if I click on this tool, I can select two vertices by drawing a polygon like you see right now, and it will select these two vertices for me, and when I move one, the other one will move with me. Or you can select here select by lasso, and this one will allow you to draw any area, and any vertices inside this area will be selectable with you as well. And here you have also selected by circle, so you draw a circle, and any vertices inside this circle will be allowed to move with you when you move it. And here you have the option to add a vertex, so you can click anywhere on the features you are editing and it will add a vertex anywhere you click, or you can click remove, and once you click on any vertex it will be removed for you. So let's click Ctrl Z here so we can cancel this edits we did. And one of the good things here that it shows you what is your original line looks like, or what is the original feature you are editing looks like, and how the edits will look like. So if we zoom out a little bit here, you will see that this is the original line before we start to do any editing, and this is how it's going to look like after we finish editing. But because we are just showing how this will look like, we will cancel the edits and everything will go back to normal again. Same thing for the polygon. You can click on any polygon and say I want to edit vertices, and it will give you the same options you have at the bottom here. And also we have the option to move the vertex itself, or you can move how the vertex is connected to the other vertices in this area right here. So we are gonna click escape to cancel that and keep everything the same. But this is how we can change it. Same thing for the points. If you select this point, you don't have edit vertex because it's only one vertex. Like each point is only one vertex, so you can only move it to another location. It's the same thing as move. So if we go back here, it's the same exact thing as move. And rotate will rotate it if it have a picture marker symbol. So if you have a picture, let's say for a car, you can use the rotate to make your car rotate with you, or you can change the scale of this car if you are using a picture marker symbol, which is something we will see in the symbology. So let's go back here and see what other options we have. We have reshape, and reshape is used to reshape a polygon. So if I selected this polygon right here and I clicked reshape, and what will happen here when I draw a line, once I double click, this area around here will be clipped and cut from my polygon. So that's reshaping for the polygon. So double click, you will see that this area will be deleted, and now you have your polygon reshaped. So let's press Ctrl Z and see what else we have. So we have here replace geometry, and what replace geometry does, it allow you to create a new feature, to draw a new feature based on the feature you are selecting. So if you are selecting a polygon, you can draw a new polygon. If you are selecting a line, you can draw a totally new line, or a point, you can draw a new point. The difference here is it will remove the first feature and create the new feature you just draw, but will maintain the attribute data for you the same way it is. So you can think about it in a way that if you want to edit a feature, but you totally want to change how it looks like, or draw it again, instead of deleting it and redraw it and add the same attribute data, or instead of do a lot of editings, you can just select replace geometry. And when you select replace geometry, you can draw any polygon you want, because we are selecting a polygon, so it allows you to draw another polygon instead of this one. And once you double click, this one will be removed and this one will be replaced, but it will maintain the same attribute data for you. And this is a good tool, again, if you need to do a total reshape for the polygon, or you want to redraw it again, and instead of deleting it and add a new one and add attribute tables, you just use reshape. So let's Ctrl Z and go to the next tool. Replace multi-patch is the same thing as replace geometry, but it works with multi-patch feature class. Multi-patch texture works with 3D data. So as you see here, it said it requires a local scene view. And continue feature. So continue feature, what it does, it allow you to continue your drawings. So for example, let's say I have this line right here and it ends right here. What I can do is continue feature, and as you see, it already started the drawing again from where it ends. So this line, when I was drawing it, I started from here and I ended the line here. But when I click continue feature, it allows me to continue draw this line again. If I double click, it will continue the line all this way. And this tool, you use it instead of like stretching the vertex and add vertices, you can just say continue the feature, and you can continue drawing the feature like when you start drawing it in the beginning. So Ctrl Z to go back. And what else we have here? And extend or trim will allow you to extend or trim this feature. So if we click extend or trim, here you have the option to extend or trim, or choose extend or trim only. And let's say, for example, I have this one here. Let's do edit vertices and move this one from here to here and say OK. And now when I go to the extend or trim, So extend or trim will allow me to extend this line, as you see here, either to this one or to the other feature, but I'm going to return it back where it was, and I'll double click here, and now it extended the line for me to touch the other feature. I can continue, do the extend, or you can use extend only, or you can use trim only. So the other option here we have fillet, and fillet will cut a line or reshape one line based on another line. So for example, if you have two lines connected but there is a U-turn, you can use fillet to select the first line and then click here and select the second line. So here's it grayed out, and here I will select where I want it to turn to the other line, and as you see here, now I can draw my U-turn, so my first line will connect to the second line and create like a curved line to it. So here I can do one more click and you will see what will happen to the first line. And instead of continuing all the way down, now it make like a U-turn shape and connected to the other line. So Control Z again and go back. So here the next tool here we have generalize, and generalize will generalize and it will make your shape generalize itself to look right. So for example here, if we choose this polygon and we see how can we generalize it, when you click generalize you will have so many different options. Simplify will make your polygon, instead of have a lot of curves, it have more straight curves, and you can change the allowable offset. So for example, if we make this 500, you will see how it will look like. If we make it 2000 feet, you will see that it will be more simplified through this value right here. So now instead of having a lot of curves, it has straight lines between the vertices, and if you make it even more, it will show up as like a triangle or something like that. So here, see, it looks like a triangle. If I make it even more, it will look like an accurate triangle. So simplify will make your shape avoid any curves and connect the lines as straight lines. Smooth will make your lines connected but with a smooth around it. As you see here, now it looks like similar to a circle or have curves at the edges. Densify will actually do the opposite. It will make your shape have more curves. So for example, if I said generalize here and applied the change for the smooth, now if I click densify and I make the distance, for example, like 1500 feet, you will see that it added more vertices to my lines. So if I click generalize here and I choose to edit vertices, you will see that I have so many vertices here based on the generalize I did. So when I did the densify, it added more vertices for me, so I can use it to reshape my polygon. So I can just hold this one and drag it all the way here and apply my changes. So that's how you can use generalize. It has three options: simplify, smooth, and densify. And now you know what is the difference between them. So we'll Control Z, so we turn everything back to normal. Or we actually can come here and say discard and say yes. So let's go back here and see what else we have here. We have a line intersection. So let's see what intersections we have here in the lines features. So now I have this intersection here. If I want to do line intersection, it have to be intersecting with each other. When we draw these lines, we made sure that it doesn't intersect with each other, but it touches at the vertex. So let's select this one, do edit vertices, and move this one away, and then select this one and extend it a little bit more right here. So now we have a real intersection. So if we go back and we select line intersection, it will ask you to select the first line. Here's the first line, and the second one is here, and it shows you the intersection point. If I press enter right now, you will see that it made the intersection between this two lines, and what happened is it looks the same, but now this is a line and this is a separate line, and you have this as a separate line and this as a separate line. So instead of it being two lines intersecting to each other, now there are four lines that is connecting at one point. So that's how you can use line intersection. So let's Control Z and cancel this changes we did, or we can click discard, go back here, and that's for the alignment tools, and that's for the reshape tools. And in the next video we will go through how can we use the divide and the construct tools in our editing. I hope you enjoyed this video and you can have some fun playing with the editing tools you saw so far, and just try different properties, try different inputs and try to play with all these tools right here and see what it does. And we'll see you in the next video. Thanks.